quiet runway in the early 1990s, an aircraft unlike anything before it took shape. Angular, silent, unfamiliar. To most observers, it looked less like a fighter and more like a glimpse of the future. This was the YF-23. It never entered service. It never flew in combat. And yet, it remains one of the most advanced fighter aircraft ever built. The YF-23 emerged at a turning point in aviation, when speed, stealth, and information dominance were beginning to redefine air combat. Designed in secrecy and tested briefly, it represented a vision of air superiority that favored efficiency and survivability over traditional dogfighting. Today, it is overshadowed by the aircraft that won the competition, which raises a question that still echoes decades later. Why did one of the most advanced fighters ever built never enter service? To understand the YF-23, we must return to the final years of the Cold War. By the late 1970s and 1980s, U.S. planners feared that future Soviet fighters would challenge American dominance in speed, altitude, and missile reach. Radar systems were improving. Surface-to-air threats were expanding. Beyond visual range combat was becoming unavoidable. Incremental upgrades were no longer enough. The Air Force needed a new fighter, one designed to survive in heavily defended airspace, detect threats first, and control the engagement. This requirement became the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, or ATF. Two teams reached the final stage. Lockheed, partnered with Boeing and General Dynamics, produced the YF-22. Northrop, working with McDonnell Douglas, produced the YF-23. Both aircraft were demonstrators, built to prove concepts rather than enter immediate service. The evaluation focused on low observability, sustained supersonic performance, and systems integration. Each aircraft reflected a different philosophy of air combat. The YF-23 looked radically different from anything before it. Its diamond-shaped wings and V-tail reduced radar reflections and drag. Every surface was aligned for stealth. Every angle served a purpose. Northrop optimized the aircraft for high-altitude, high-speed flight rather than close-in agility. The assumption was clear. Future air combat would be decided long before pilots could see one another. Stealth defined the YF-23's design, shaping scattered radar energy away from emitters. Exhausts were recessed to reduce infrared signature. The fuselage blended smoothly into the wings to minimize detection. Stealth did not mean invisibility. It meant delaying detection, controlling time, distance, and positioning. Being seen late was the advantage. Speed was the other pillar. The YF-23 was designed for efficient supercruise, allowing sustained supersonic flight without afterburner. This reduced thermal signature while extending range and persistence. Rather than extreme maneuverability, it emphasized energy management, arriving first and leaving before a response was possible. Two prototypes flew, each with a different engine: the Pratt & Whitney YF-119 and the General Electric YF-120. Flight testing validated many design goals, but the limited program left some concepts unproven at scale. The aircraft impressed, but complexity remained. Ultimately, the Air Force chose balance over specialization. The YF-22 offered stronger handling characteristics and a more conventional path to operational readiness. Risk, sustainment, and growth potential mattered. The YF-23 was not rejected for weakness, but for being optimized around a future that demanded compromise. Though never selected, the YF-23 influenced later stealth designs and shaped how fighter programs are evaluated. Not being chosen does not mean failing. Sometimes it means shaping the future quietly. The YF-23 did not disappear because it was flawed. It was left behind because the future demanded a different balance. And in that balance, one of aviation's most remarkable machines became a footnote. Understood by those who look closely. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.